little thing that we can.
Busting up those myths. Oh, look at that uppercut. Excuse me. Cage you with the uppercut.
Busting up those myths. Here at the Easy Speak Speakeasy.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to the Easy Short. We have a fun game for you today.
Yes. In honor of May being Mental Health Month,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
we're doing Mental Health Mythbusters. So all month, we are going to be talking about mental health from top to bottom, front to back, up and down, spin it around,
Mm-hmm.
do the hokey pokey. All
Yep,
of
we're
it.
gonna have our first guest on the next episode that's gonna drop after
Yeah.
this. Make sure you check that out.
Yes.
Amazing guest.
Great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we're all about mental health here, but I still feel like there's always opportunities to provide more education and insight into what exactly mental health is. So I'm excited that we're doing this today.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Awesome. So producer Mark's going to put up some
Drop,
banners.
drop in the myths. The myths or facts, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, myth or facts, we'll have to decide. We'll have to decide.
We'll
This,
have to decide.
you want to go first?
Here we go.
Here we
Mental
go.
health problems are more common in urban areas than in rural areas. That's an interesting phrase, the way it's phrased.
Yes.
Because the way my brain does it is by percentages.
Oh, like the prevalence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what it means. Is that
Sure.
what your brain did?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
So if that's the case, we'll have to see when it gets revealed. But if that's the case, that it's percentages,
Yeah.
then I would say no, it is not more common in urban areas than rural areas.
Oh my gosh. It's interesting. I mean, I feel like the stats that we have, the 1 in 5, which is probably closer to 1 in 4 at this point,
Mhm.
are just kind of ubiquitous. It doesn't specify whether it's, a certain region or not. Um so but I also feel like, yeah, it's gotta be a myth. I mean, it's gotta be a myth, but, like, I do have a little devil's advocate voice in me going, like, in rural areas, there's less hustle and bustle and, like, less stress, and people are outside more probably and
Yeah, but
enjoying.
that's more isolation and
Right, there's a downside to it as well, so,
yeah.
yeah, it's probably a myth.
All right, Mark.
Ding, ding, ding.
Myth!
Correct. Okay, cool.
We had to work our way through that one.
Yeah,
That was a good first one, Mark. All
yeah,
right. He's gonna try to stump us. I'm ready. I'm ready now.
let's go. Mental health problems are less common in older adults compared to younger adults. Imma come right out of the gate and say that's a myth,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because depression is something that happens a lot with our older adult population. As people get older, there is a sense of kind of losing that community that they were connected to, right? I know, talking with like the older members of my family, going to funerals, the other day I was talking to my parents, and they're like, you get to a certain age where like it stops being weddings and it starts being funerals, which is so sad.
Ooh,
Um,
woof.
yeah,
That's not easy to
it's not.
swallow.
It's not. It's not. It was like because they were going to a funeral like every weekend for like the past 2 months. It was wild.
Mhm.
So we were just kind of talking about that and like the grief process. And so I just feel like as people get older, mental health challenges are actually more common and also maybe a little bit surprising if you've kind of made it through your whole life without any significant mental health challenges and then all of a sudden. So I'm going to say myth.
Mhm. Myth. Ding ding.
Ding
2 for
ding.
2. 2 for 2.
It's hard to be celebratory about that not being
I
real.
know. I know. People with mental health issues are more likely to have physical health problems as well. I'm gonna say that's a fact.
Mhm. True.
You know, when people are not taking care of their mental health, we were actually just talking about this with our guest
Yeah.
that you guys will hear from next episode. Um, like the body tells the tale, knows what's going on.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, if you're not taking care of your mental health, you're not taking care of your physical health.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say that's a fact. Bam! X
Wow.
X for your face.
We're batting 1,000. Wait, batting 1,000 is a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. You're the freaking expert when it comes to sports things.
Not baseball.
Remember you used that baseball analogy and I made
Pin
fun of you, but then I was wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop with the baseball analogies because 'cause I'm pretty sure I don't know what I'm talking Anyway, we got 100%. We're doing great.
We're better with percentages
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are related to just, like, basic first grade math.
If it's related
Thank
to us
you.
being amazing, thank you. Next. Mental health problems are less prevalent in cultures that prioritize collectivism over individualism. Ooh, this is a good one.
Mark.
This is a good one. This is good one. Well, first, should we
Mhm.
give a definition of what collectivism and individualism means in terms of from a cultural perspective?
Mhm. For sure.
Probably. So, collectivist cultures are essentially cultures whereby, like, the good of the whole is prioritized over the good of the individual. So, like, examples of collectivist cultures are like anyone who grew up in a Caribbean household or African household. A lot of like the islands are collectivist cultures, and it's really about like the whole family, right? So if you're from that type of a culture, you've probably heard things like "you bring shame to this family," or like "you dishonor the family name," or like your grandmother's gonna be so heartbroken, or like all these different phrases. The
The memories
shame.
of my childhood.
Yeah, the shame that comes along with you focusing on yourself and doing something that maybe goes against what everybody else in your family wants to do.
Mhm.
So collectivist cultures also have tons of positive aspects to them, right? It's the village. It's
Yeah.
everyone cares about each other, and
Mhm.
it,
Takes
it
care of one another
takes care of
and
one another, and the family dinners and the multi-generational household. So that's
yeah.
it's great.
Mhm.
And then individualistic cultures, I would say in the United States, we have that as the prevalent culture, even though we are a melting pot. It's where individual gain is prioritized, and so that's
Mhm.
kind of built into the fact that we live in a capitalistic society, right? We're all kind of just, you know, there's the rat race and we're trying to climb to the top and make as much money as possible and be great individuals, and we value that a lot here in this country. So that's the difference between collectivist and individualist cultures. um now the prevalence, And either or, I mean, it's interesting because I think KG, you and I sit in between both of these cultures by way of
Mhm.
like our upbringing because we were raised by a collectivist culture in an individualistic culture slash society.
Society, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
it's like tough because like it's a hybrid.
We're hybrids.
We're hybrids. We're hybrids, slash mutants. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like both have upsides and downsides to them. So I don't know if mental health challenges are more prevalent. I think in collectivist cultures, mental health problems are probably s- prevalent at the same rate, but you don't see them as much because of that shame and stigma. But then I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. I think the rate is the same, but how you would easily see it is different
Mm-hmm.
because I think in a cultivist, I did not mean that, family. I love y'all. Y'all not a cult. Oh my god. I'm really
The
I
Freudian
can
slip,
feel the
yo.
collectivist of my family coming at me right now. Some people might call that a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like if I can get my train of thought back after that, that the in collectivist communities, there's a lot more secrecy in,
Mhm.
like, what happens in this house stays in this house. We're
Yes.
gonna handle this
As a family.
here.
Yes.
Yes. And in an individualist society, people, I think, have more of a tendency to just, like, go somewhere and address the problem, fix it, and be done with it because
Mhm.
there is really nobody else to kind of, like,
Yeah.
consult with, so we kinda see more, like, facts and stats around it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that in an individual society. People are like, "Snap out of it. We got shit to do."
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Alright, so, Mark, is that a myth or a fact?
Fact!
So, wait, so the fact is that it was more prevalent in collectivists? Is that what we were just
No,
reading?
less.
Less
Less
prevalent
prevalent in
in
cultures
cultures.
that
Yeah,
prioritize collectivism.
okay. I guess that makes sense in hindsight, right? Like, you have that village surrounding you in a collectivist culture, and so the natural resources are
Mhm.
abundant versus, like, not. Which
Let's just take the moment right now to say shout out to having natural supports.
yes.
You can't rely on just the professionals to be in your life. This is something that we always talk about with families.
Yeah,
Like, these all of those people are great and amazing and bring so much value to the table, but
yeah,
everybody is paid to be there, and
yeah.
they can get a promotion or get a new job or have a baby or whatever the case may be, and then that person is suddenly not there anymore. So,
Mhm,
having those natural supports in your life to help you along or help you with your family are so important because those are the ties that bind and that are gonna be sustainable.
mhm. Yeah.
Mark stumped us.
Yeah, I'm, as much as I always talk about how Haitian culture is challenging, I gotta say, like, the last 3 years of my life have been challenging for so many different reasons. If I did not have, like, my family and, like, I could go there every Sunday and, like, just shoot the shit, even if I wasn't talking about the challenges I was having, in
Mhm.
hindsight, like, I probably would have been in a completely different place from a mental health standpoint, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
There's
Yeah.
also been, like, multiple times that your family has been, like, all of a sudden looking like they're about to become an army in the living room. I'm like, Oh.
They're like, "Mount up."
And you're like, "Can everybody calm down? I'm not even this upset." And they're like, "We're upset for you. Pitchforks, let's go."
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Sometimes you need that. You
Yeah.
need somebody to be like, "Well, you're not pissed off enough, so
Yeah.
I'll hold that for you."
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah. My family will always hold that for me, which is why I never feel the need to be too pissed off, to be honest. Like that, I think I reap the benefit of that.
like,
Literally.
I know someone in my family gonna be
Yeah.
mad that more mad than I am,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah. It's not even, I don't even need to waste my time or energy doing that. Somebody else do it for me. Oh my gosh. All right. Last one.
mental health problems are more common in individuals who speak multiple languages.
I don't know. That feels like a myth. I
That
can't.
feels like a myth. I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out a way to that is true.
that's gotta be a myth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with myth on that. Myth.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to logicize that. There was no way to do
Yeah. I
that.
give that, like, 5 seconds of overthinking because he stumped us on the last one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm like, "Wait, hold on." Oh my gosh, this was really good. We got some really good, myths, out of the way there, and
Mhm,
some good explanations on things.
mhm.
So
Mental health month, all month long. Prioritize your mental health, not just this month, but every month and every day. Whenever you have a free moment,
mhm,
do something for yourself. You
yes.
can do little things here and there.
And if you need ideas, follow us at The Easy Speak and at Pinships, at Pinships. Can we flash that? Because we're gonna be and at Pinships, because we're gonna be posting a lot of content on Mental Health Month around mental health across
Mhm,
the spectrum.
mhm.
Yeah, there we
Yep.
are.
So, at Easy Speak on Air and at Pinships. Pin with 2 N's, PINN, ships.
Yeah, there we go. A back and forth. A,
A,
A.
A,
Look at that.
A.
Look at that. Look at that. Follow us. Follow us. All right. Well, this concludes our latest short episode of the Easy Speak Speakeasy. Please make sure to remember to rate, subscribe, and review, and tell a friend to tell a friend to listen.
See
And
ya.
see you later, alligator.
Bye.